Hello guys, welcome to this Java tutorial for beginners. In this video, we will talk about inheritance in Java and also understand the use of extends keyword. So without wasting time, let's get started. Now let us understand first what is inheritance in Java. So inheritance in context of object-oriented programming language like Java is a mechanism where a class can inherit properties and behaviors of the another class. And in object-oriented programming, it is mostly implemented for code reuse. So we will understand this with the help of the code example. Now consider this example where we have this positions programmer and manager within an organization, right? And as you can see in our programmer class, we have these fields: name, phone number, experience, and programming language, right? And finally, we have this write code method in our programmer class. And below the programmer class, we have this manager class, right? And it contains properties like name, phone number, experience, team size, and finally we have this method report project status. Now what I have done is I have simply created the objects of our programmer and manager class, right? And I have set all the values for this programmer object and I have printed the programmer object, right? And similarly for this manager object, I have set all the values for this object and I have printed the object manager, right? So let me run this program first. Now let me compile and execute the program. And as you see, we have the respective outputs for programmer and manager objects, right? Now, if you look closely in our program, we can find that there are some properties like name, phone number, and experience which are present in both the programmer and the manager class, right? So this is where your inheritance in Java comes into picture. So here what we do is we simply create a new class and let us call it employee class, right? And we will add the properties which are common to both the programmer and the manager class, right? So we will copy all the properties like name, phone number, and the experience in our employee class, right? So let me create that class. So I'll type class employee, and what I'll do, inside it I'll copy all this properties: name, phone number, and experience, right? And let me give a space, right? So and below in the programmer and the manager class, what I will do is I'll simply remove the properties which are common. So I'll remove these three properties from the programmer class and I'll do the same in the manager class, right? And next big thing what we need to do is we need to add the extend keyword along with the class, right? So I'll type extends and then the class name employee, and I'll do the same for the manager class as well, right? So I'll paste it over here, right? Now let me run this program and see the output. Now let me compile and execute it. And as you see, we have the same outputs as it was in our previous program, right? Now let us understand this program, right? So first we have this class called as employee, right? And it contains all the properties which are common to both programmer and the manager class, right? And so in Java, you call this employee class as your superclass or your parent class, or sometimes you also call it as a base class or supertype, right? So basically your superclass will contain your properties or behavior which are common to the other classes. And then you have the classes programmer and the manager, and these are called as your child class or derived class or the subclass, right? And they are called as child class because you are inheriting the properties like name, phone number, and experience from the parent class employee. And you must remember one thing, that this extend keywords plays very important role in our inheritance, as it acts as a bridge that connects the child and the parent class, right? So extend keyword is used when we want to use the properties and behavior of our parent class in our child class, right? And to simply put, we can say that it is used to derive our child class from the parent class. And as I have already stated that, we can use the common methods in our parent class as well. So I have added this take leave method in our employee class, right? And below, what I have done in our main method is I have called this take leave method using the programmer reference variable, and similarly I have called this take leave method using the manager reference variable, right? So now let me run this program. Now let me execute the program. And as you see, we have this output employee can take leave printed twice. One using the programmer reference variable and another using the manager reference variable. So that is all about the inheritance in Java. So that is it for the today's video. And don't forget to subscribe for more Java programming videos like this. And I will see you until next time.